Hello my gorgeous Cancerians, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my beautiful, my special, my mysterious, my ever so powerful Cancerians, and it's for March 2019. So it's for you, my gorgeous Cancerians, and it's for March 2019. This month is going to start very interestingly indeed, because there is going to be the certain person that is actually going to play a very significant role when it comes to you, when it comes to your what you're doing right now, when it comes to the certain information that you are going to get from this person. Your number this month is actually number 1, which means that amongst other things that there is going to be a particular person that is just going to deliver certain news for you. This particular person is just somebody who really is a nice person, very capable person, very powerful person, very nice person, somebody with a nice energy in so many different ways, but you don't know who this is. You don't know really well this person, or you don't even know this person, but your automatic feeling about this person is going to be, oh, they're nice, this is a really nice and trustworthy person. Through this nice and trustworthy person, you are going to receive a really important message indeed. This message that you are going to reveal, that you are going to receive through this person this month, it's going to be absolutely life-changing for you, because it's just going to have so much to do with a problem, with an issue that arose 11 months ago, when it comes to you, and when it comes to things that you do, and when it comes to an unresolved issue. This is going to be direct answer to an unresolved issue, okay? And it's going to come through somebody who you trust, who you think it's got a nice energy, but you don't really know them. Very interesting development of this situation is going to happen after this point, after this moment, because it's something that's going to be triggered inside you in a really good way. The particular thing that is going to be triggered inside you in a really good way, it's actually going to be the absolutely perfect thing, which is going to have a direct impact on your balance, which on the other hand, this is going to be the months when you're going to feel really good. This is going to be the months when you're going to feel really optimistic, and most importantly, creativity is just going to be absolutely mind-blowing, and the creativity that you are going to feel is just absolutely the best. Just to keep doing as much as you can, keep going. And also number 1 means that there is going to be one really unusual thing that is actually going to happen to you and unfold to you this month. And this is going to happen because you are going to find yourself being the part of the situation, being somewhere part of the certain energy, part of the certain dimension, part of the certain situation, which means that you will do something slightly differently this month. And what you're going to do differently is just going to make you to be the part of the whole completely different situation, different energy. And now this is going to be your answer. This is going to be your spiritual key. This is going to be your stepping stone. This is going to be your spiritual bridge in order to get to the other side. There is a lot going to unfold and manifest for you this month indeed. Number 1 is a very powerful number, and number 1 means it's a brand new beginning, which you're going to start feeling very strongly indeed. So there is something very special that is going to happen this month. There is something very special that is going to be born this month. There is something very special that is going to actually manifest this month, and it is going to give you absolutely life-changing opportunity, which is just going to give you, on another hand, make you feel very alerted, give you lots of energy, and it's going to give you wonderful balance of energy, and it's going to give you a clear focus indeed. There is going to be the karmic situation also you're going to have to deal with, because it means that you're holding on to someone, and it means that you're having a negative thoughts or negative feelings about someone, but that person needs to come to an end. This feelings needs to come to an end. This negative thoughts needs to come to an end. So even thoughts, they're energy. Our thinking is our energy. If we think positive thoughts, if we think negative thoughts, negative energy, that's why this is not good. So there is going to be the karmic situation that is going to arise, and it's going to remind you to forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. It's just so important indeed, because at the same time, if you do it this month, and if you do forgive and forget to the right person, somebody from the past, somebody who did something to you, then at the same time, automatically your spirit is just going to grow on the whole new level, okay? And that new level is just going to bring you the whole new life and of new possibilities possibilities, and at the same time the whole new unfoldment is going to start, which is going to resolve in your own rebirth. This is a very important month indeed. When it comes to the energy, you see the energy levels are going to be really good as well. Again, the energy levels, you're going to be able to feel more energy, you're going to be able to feel much better. But most importantly, optimism. This is exactly what you're going to feel, and this is exactly what is going to be your driving factor this month. Very, very good indeed. I like it, because you are going to it is going to have a really positive impact and influence on you, because you are going to be part of the different situations, and this is exactly different situations, different surroundings, different people, and this is exactly what you need throughout the month. Just keep on doing different things in a different way, and that in itself is just going to start something new, start something big. On another hand, also what I was going to say, your feet are going to be very sensitive. Like, try to take care of your feet, try to give them a little massage, or try to give to somebody else to massage you. You see, it's like your feet are going to need a little bit of love. Your feet are going to need a little bit of a boom, you see. So try to massage, or try to take care of them. Or what I find it really, really interesting, I know it's not perfect, because it's not, there are people watching me around the world, and in certain parts of the world like Canada, people have been telling me in places like that, it's snow, it's really, really cold, so if you do need to go out, you can't, of course, it's really cold, to try to connect with the nature. The reason why I'm saying this is because ideally what I absolutely love, and it's one of the best reconnection and connection with the nature, and it's really good for the feet, it's really good for the grounding and things like that. Of course, it's to be, if you're on the beach somewhere, and then there are pebbles and things like that, you take your socks off, your trainers off, and then you walk on it, and that is just the best massage for your feet ever, and things like that. Or just walk on the ground, grounding. But if you can't do this, I completely understand, because it's just, obviously, if it's really cold and it's really full of snow, of course, but then you do it in a slightly different way. Then you maybe try to just do the massage, and get a nice organic cream, massage it everywhere. Just take care of your feet, because it's going to be really important, and it's going to be slightly sensitive point. And also, on one hand, grounding is going to be really important for you, and on the other hand, to get some nice cream and just take care of it in that way. Okay, so now basically going on the first date that I was going to mention and talk to you about, my gorgeous Cancerians, it's actually going to be the 7th of March. Ooh la la, you've got some number here. Number 7 is just a very, very beautiful number. It's a very spiritual number, which means that on that day you are actually going to feel really good. You're going to feel very divine. You're going to feel very spiritual. The balance is just going to be just good. But what I was going to say is just basically something is going to happen, and other people are going to be proud of you, and that is going to mean to you so much. It's a lot to do. It's a lot about your own reputation. It's a lot about other people realizing something about you that you wanted them to realize. Maybe they didn't notice before. Maybe they were a little bit naughty. Maybe, things haven't been just right. But now you are going to get this attention, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant. Fantastic reputation indeed, if I can call it like this. And also it is going to be a very good change, good adjustment, good readjustment when it comes to your home, and when it comes to your a family situation as well. On another hand, 7th of March is also going to make you realize something that somebody's just not who they are. There's somebody around you, maybe it's not the person who they claim that they are. Somebody's not a really nice person, and that is just going to surprise you, because you thought that somebody's in one way, and that is just going to kind of surprise you, because it's just you were hoping for something with this person, through this person, but it's just going to be a little bit of unrealistic attitudes and imaginations and things like that. A little bit of a wishful thinking connected to this situation, but then again, this is going to be really good for you, because you're going to be able to step away from this situation that is no longer serving you anymore, and you're just going to go through the whole new door here. Very, very, very important on the 7th of March as well. Try to see some kind of advice that was given to you not that long ago. It's just going to come forward in your mind. It's going to become the part of your energy. It's going to become counterpart of your dimension, and this advice may not have been like directly said to you, but you've heard it somewhere, you watched something, somebody who you think of really highly, and that advice is just going to start like a flying around you, just like a beautiful blue little butterfly is just going to be flying around you, and you're not going to be able to ignore it. It's going to be flying around you until you notice it, and once you notice it, it's going to land on your finger. Once it lands on your finger, this is going to be it indeed, because this is going to resolve in you realizing something really important, and on another hand, this is all going to be about your own personal victory and mental clarity. This is going to be your key for your own freedom. Okay, the second date that I was going to talk to you about, it's going to be the 18th of March. Now, the 18th of March, you really have to, there's going to be the some kind of question that is going to be on your mind, and you're going to be completely uncertain. A little bit of unbalance when it comes to the uncertainty, and a little bit of unbalance when it comes to you wanting to connect to the certain person in your life who means to you a lot, and you will want to ask for advice, but I'm going to tell you one thing: do not ask for any advice. It's very important to remember that the 18th of March is going to be the day when you are going to have a very strong connection with the spirit world. The actual veil in between this world and the spirit world for you, your energy, your spirituality, and your spirit guide is going to be very, very thin, which means that you're going to be super clever, super wise, and it's going to be absolutely brilliant day to actually keep on doing things that you feel very, very subconsciously connected to, but also those random little things that come to your mind. Just go for it, try to do it, try to see what the spirituality and the universe is trying to tell you. Don't listen to other people if you want to feel like an advice. This is what I was going to say to you before. Just listen to yourself, and if you don't know how to listen to yourself, you just listen to your own words that are in your mind, what you feel connected to, what you feel closely connected to, what you think that you should be doing, even if especially if it's even if you feel like you want to do something completely different to what you would normally do. Now this is all going to have a very, very strong meaning indeed. You know why? Because by the end of that day, by the end of 18th of March, you are going to have a very, very much so situation that is just going to have a clear reflection on your own destiny, fate, and fortune. Okay, very, very powerful situation. So which means, of course, that number 10 is going to be very significant when it comes to numerology. Number 10 is going to be a lucky number, although it's the 18th of March. Number 10 is still strongly going to be your lucky number indeed. On another hand, this is actually going to be a turning point. This is going to be a turning point in an annoying problem that caused so many negativities and so much of this emotional dissatisfaction is actually coming to an end. This is your own wheel of fortune. This is really, really, really important, because it's not only about the 18th of March, but it's just ridiculously important. Even if you don't notice anything, even if nothing happens different, just see on the 19th of March. So this is 18th of March. Just see on the 19th of March what is the very first thing on your mind. This very first thing on your mind, no matter how weird it might be, no matter how weird it might feel, this is something that you are going to need to pay attention to. However, this is going to be a turning point, and after this point, your life is going to start changing indeed. The 30th of March, it's going to be the third, or I should say the fourth important date, because we've got 18th and then we've got 19th, when you need to watch what is the first thing on your mind in the morning. So the 30th of March is going to be the fourth important date, and this is going to be just all starting to kind of getting the certain information about your own materialistic prosperity and things like that. There is something going to be really good, something very good information and very good realization, and you're actually going to really like it, because something new is going to become available for you, and you're going to just kind of start feeling very close towards adding an additional things into your life. You look at your life, you look at the big picture, you couldn't see this before, you couldn't get this before, you couldn't realize this before, until it happens the last part of March. The 30th of March is going to bring you the whole new idea. That new idea is going to give you wings, and this is going to be brilliant, but you need to be really careful as well, because at the same time you've got a little bit of a devil over here, and devil is just like a little bit of somebody who you can't really trust, There is a person that you don't don't know that well, person that you know a little bit, you don't know that well, but you need being a little bit careful because something is going to be maybe required from you, from this person. That person is going to ask you something. This is not your friend, this is not your family member, but somebody is just kind of maybe going to try to trick you into certain situation, and I strictly advise you to get black obsidian. Look at the black obsidian, how beautiful this is. Gorgeous crystal, black obsidian. You get this in order to protect yourself against all these people when they are so negative, when they have a bad energy, when they're like a little bit of a devil, and especially when there's something they said that there's something who they are not, and also they're kind of there to trick people and use people and things like that. So basically, if you use like a black tourmaline, this comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. Of course, you buy this from my shop, but this protects you against all sorts of negative people, but especially those of us, especially those of us who don't know who these people are, like those of us who just don't realize who these people are, because you will not realize who this is, you see. You will kind of like, somebody's going to request something from you or something like that, you will not realize who this is. This is the thing. So that's why you have to protect yourself by wearing a black tourmaline, because it's a one thing when you realize who these people are. In a way, you can kind of protect yourself in so many different ways. But if you don't know who they are, if we don't realize who these people are, then we just get like a black tourmaline. So it gives us this very beautiful, very powerful, and very grounding protection. Okay, so this is something that I highly recommend you to wear, my beautiful Cancerians, in order to protect yourself against these people. And also, my goodness, the 30th of March is just going to be like, oh my Lord. Also, the 30th of March is just going to kind of like you're going to have a very strong connection with your childhood, very strong connection with your childhood. You're going to feel quite sensitive, quite emotional, but not in a bad way. And there is something in particular from your childhood, from your past, that you're going to kind of start feeling very much so attached to, and you're going to realize, and this is going to be very strange and very interesting and very bizarre, but it is just kind of a little bit of happiness that you kind of left in your childhood, that you need to go back and you need to have the right reflection, and this is going to be the perfect time for reflection, remember. And also the reflection from the past is that's just going to bring you an insight, and that insight that you are going to have is going to be the biggest turning point that you had in a really, really long time, because at the same time that is going to become your hope, that is going to become your faith, that is going to become your like inspiration, and it is going to bring you the whole new bright prospects that you're going to start feeling very, very strongly about. And it is just going to be all connected to the certain learning experience that you're going to need to do, you're going to need to go for, you're going to need to choose to take down, you're going to need to go down that road. And I think that's absolutely brilliant. And what else you're going to do by on the 30th of March, throughout the whole day, watch for a little bird, watch for a little bird, and watch for little bird. Little bird is going to give you an answer. Little bird is going to bring you an answer. Little bird, little bird, little bird. Whenever you've seen it, whenever you feel a little bit strange, whenever something strange happens, it all depends what the message is. It all depends what you were thinking about the time. It all depends what problem you have. It all depends like what kind of way out of the problems you're looking for and things like that. And it all depends on the actual meaning of that bird. It all depends how the bird looked like. It all depends on the symbolical meaning. You put all this together, it makes a really wonderful realization for you indeed. And this is just going to be all directed towards your own path, new path that is about to become available for you, a path of happiness and a path of optimism, by you kind of focusing on other things in your life that are making you happy, just expanding them. Okay, so now basically going on the first part of March 2019, my beautiful Cancerians. Now, the first part of March, the first week of March 2019, it is just going to start with like a little bit strange. Just the first day or first couple of days are going to be like a little bit strange. Very first thing that you're going to have in the morning, where the very first energy that you're going to have is made going to be kind of okay, but then it's going to turn into like a kind of like a little bit of a setback, because a couple of people are going to do something that is going to kind of affect you. They're going to react in a certain way that it's actually going to affect you, and it's kind of going to give you a little bit of a setback, and it's going to make you feel, oh no, I don't know what I'm going to do, oh God. Just remember, relax, chill out, it's all going to be absolutely fine, because now at the same time where you you don't know, and I know because I can see it and you can't, it's the fact that this is just going to be your own strength at the same time. As more setback you feel, the more strength you're gonna get. As more nervousness you feel, the more stress you're gonna get. As more like scared you are, like that type of thing, if you are scared, you know, the more powerful you're going to be. So these are the moments that are going to last only like that very moment. It's not going to last too long, but at the same time it's just going to rebuilding your spiritual journey, which means at the same time your spirit, it's actually going to go on the whole next level, which there is going to be the negative situation that you're going to need to go through, but this is going to be absolutely brilliant because it's all part of your karma and all part of your spiritual journey. You will feel the need, like you want to like relax, chill out, change the scenery. Cancerians, my babies, this is so important for you to change the scenery. You're very sensitive, you're very emotional, you're very spiritual, you know, you're very deep signs indeed. You know a lot that's happening around you indeed, and you can feel things, you can sense things, you know. You're natural psychics, you know, everybody's a psychic, you know, and some people are more, some people are less. It just depends. It's the same with the signs. Some signs are more psychic, some signs are less psychic. It all depends, but you're very deep, and that deepness and spirituality, you know, like Pisces, you know, you can get this, you can get things, you can sense things, you know, very, very deep indeed, from a very, very deep level, just like Pisces or Scorpios indeed. So this is why this is like so important for you to change the scenery. It's just going to be so important. Escape, but the good escape, you need to chill out, you need to take some time out, you need to change the scenery. Even if you don't need to take a time out, like holiday or something like that, just let's change the scenery, just go somewhere else, do something different, go to the forest a little bit, go to the park a little bit, go to the nature a little bit, just do the little bit of change of scenery. You're going to need that particular escape, but at the same time you're going to need some kind of reconnection with the nature. That reconnection with the nature is going to be really important for you because it's just going to bring a whole new balance, but also a realization about someone, an important realization about someone that is just going to set you free. Set me free. Okay, and also the very important friend is just going to play an important role in the very first part of March, because the very important friend, somebody who you love so much, is going to do something really well, and that is going to reflect on you in the same time really brilliantly. When it comes to work, oh my God, when it comes to work and career, I need you to be really careful, especially the first months, because there is a little bit of like, first of all, there is going to be a good news that you are going to have a step in the right direction. For those of you that are working careers, brilliant, step in the right direction. You're going to kind of start feeling very close towards a certain change, but it's all to do with the skills, all to do with what you've done and what makes you feel really happy. For those of you that are college at university, there is also something new is going to be born, new idea, and you're going to like it, and it's just going to make you feel really optimistic, and on another hand, new direction is going to become available. For those of you that are like, for example, retired, you know, this is also going to be an amazing time, because what is going to happen is just what you do and what you focus on is just going to go on the whole next stage, whole next level. The bottom line is people are going to be proud of you, you're going to be proud of yourself, and this is going to be the step in the right direction. At the same time, you're going to feel good, but you're also going to be able to prove something really important about yourself. Now, what else I was going to say that you need to be a little bit careful about, there is a choice of conflict, a choice. Not a choice, but there is going to be like a little bit of conflict. So somebody's just going to be really horrible around you. Somebody's going to take some kind of bad energy. Somebody's going to be projecting a bad energy, wanting to have like a little bit of row, a little bit of an argument with you. But I just please, I'm telling you now, you can step away from the situation, step above the situation, and try to ignore it. If you see my video too late, you know, it was just meant to happen for you to go through this particular thing, because it is just going to be kind of very important part of your spiritual journey. The letters J and T will be very significant in number 23. Letters J and T will be very significant in number 23 when it comes to this particular situation. J okay, when it comes to this particular situation. But try to like kind of like a step above the situation, and if you kind of go through this and you remember my words, you know, it's going to be absolutely fine. And this is the time, this is the moment when you're going to be tested indeed. Your reaction is going to be tested indeed, and it is not going to come from you, but it's going to come from somebody else. So I just kind of prepare you to kind of rise above the situation. If somebody does try to like trick you into something, have a little fight with you, little argument with you, you just remember me, just rise above the situation. Do not go below. You do not go below. It's too low. Low energy, no good. High energy, good. Okay, so that's exactly what you need to do. The bottom line is that also by the end of the first week of March, it's just so good, because you're going to have a really nice surprise when it comes to your own career, when it comes to your own finances, and when it comes to your finances in general. This is a very good sign, and also something very big is going to start unfolding, because you will be able to very closely kind of see the bigger picture and get the bigger picture, because you will become finally able to do what you wanted to do, but you were waiting for the financial situation, you were waiting for things to change. A big thing that is going to be going on when it comes to you making a really big decision and starting to think about making a really big decision. But this is really big. This is about doing something, building something, making something, changing something, big changes at home, like big changes, but especially when it comes to the living environments, indeed. Okay, the second part of March 2019, my gorgeous Cancerians. Now, the second part of March, it's all going to feel like you just feeling really free, and it's not only about you feeling free, but in order for you to kind of be happy completely, there is going to be realization here. Realization is going to be a little bit strange. Realization is going to make you feel a little bit like maybe a little bit sad, but it's more like I don't know, it's just more like this is all about the things that have gone. This is all about the karma that came to an end with a certain person. This is all about the karma that came to an end with a certain situation, and you were just like kind of hoping that this is something that you want to go, this is something that you want to do, but there wasn't much progress. If there is not much progress at this point, at this moment, you just kind of, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna have a rather powerful abandonment of the certain stage of your life, and as soon as you do that, something else is going to become available for you, and there you're gonna realize you're gonna be more free. Big like heaviness is going to go away, big negativity is going to go away at the same time when you go down this road. So that's why this is going to be so important for you. And also you're going to realize, not straight away on the same day, but once you make a certain thing, once you cut out a certain thing out of your life, once you make a certain abandonment of the situation, of the certain person that made you feel really good and great and all that, but now you're going to realize it's not really there anymore. But this is because the karma with this situation, with this person, came to an end. So you're gonna see that the big wish will come through, and that big wish that is going to come true, it's going to be connected to the finances and money, and it's going to be good, it's going to be better than you think, indeed. And someone is also going to need a little bit of your help, and please do help them. This is going to be very significant. Somebody in your life, somebody who means to you a lot, somebody who's the part of your life, somebody who you know really long time, like a family member, is going to need a little bit of your help, because they've lost a little bit of their balance, and they're just going to need a little bit of your help. You're very powerful when you when you're with people, when you share your love, when you share your emotions, when you share your knowledge, when you share your spirituality, when you share your healing as well. You're very good. So that's why this is going to be so important, because it's going to have a healing effect on this person, but at the same time it is going to have a healing effect on you, which is always beautifully needed. Oh, you see, do you know what I really like, Cancerians? Because there is somebody really horrible here. Okay, I'm not liking the fact that this person is horrible, but I will tell you what I like. This is going to happen at the end of mid-March, towards the last week of March. There is going to be the person that is just going to scrutinize you, that have been scrutinizing you for a while, that was making you feel really negative, that was like kind of making your life like a little bit bitter, okay? And it's just not a nice person. It's a very low person, very low energy, very bad energy, very dark person, not in an appearance, but dark person when it comes to their energy. I don't like them. It's very sharp. It's just going with like a little, you know, like no, not good at all, you know, not good at all. So it's somebody who already caused a certain amount of negativity in your life, somebody who already caused a little bit of ruiningness in your life, somebody who already caused a little bit of sadness in your life. I'm so happy that this is actually coming. There's a huge negative situation connected to somebody who's been scrutinizing you for a while. It's actually coming to an end, and I'm so happy for you. I'm super excited because this is going to make you feel so happy that you're actually going to have a reason for the celebration, because at the same time this is going to be a wonderful moment. At the same time you will want to reconnect with the best people in your life, with your friends, you know. At the same time you will want to have a celebration, because the huge massive problem and a horrible stage connected to a certain person in your life, it's actually coming to an end. That's absolutely brilliant. So the bottom line is you will have the reason for celebration. That's exactly what you will do. A very heavy emotional baggage caused by this person, it will go, and you will know this, and at the same time it is just going to kind of give you wings, you know, and you will know because you will be flying. Okay, the last part of March 2019, my gorgeous Cancerians, it's all about your beautiful practicality and security, and it's all about your own synchronicity. And you will realize a really wonderful thing at the end of March 2019, and it's just going to be a very strong reconnection with you, and very strong reconnection with your spirituality. And spiritually you will want to reward yourself. Spiritually you want to like a kind of like a do something, like a maybe get like a little plant that is going to mean to you so much, like a maybe like a little lavender, or maybe like a little house plant or something like that, something that you feel spiritual connected. You know, every single plant has got like a spiritual meaning. You know, I've got lots of plants. I don't know if you've noticed, you probably did, but almost every time I've got different plants here. I've got so many plants here. And I love plants, you see, but the thing with the plants is like that every single plant has got like a different spiritual meaning, okay? And that spiritual meaning that every single plant has, it's absolutely wonderful. It brings a beautiful energy, and it helps people to connect individually to plants. They're like a living beings. They're beautiful. So this is the type of connection that you're going to have. This is the type of spiritual connection that you're going to have. Maybe you will go out and find like a certain plant, like let's say lavender, that is beautiful, calming and wonderful, and it has got so many wonderful effects on us and impact on our energy and things like that, and smells gorgeous as well. So this is going to be the connection and reconnection that you're going to feel, and this is just going to keep you alive and open your eyes towards different things, and this is just going to bring something completely different, completely new into your life, and you will see exactly what I mean. Remember, it's all about your rebirth this month. Okay, the whole new assertion is going to come through, but this is all coming from you realizing something very special about your own power, very special about what you like. Okay, and also let me tell you something, huge thing at the end of month. Okay, very big thing is going to happen to you, my babies. Financial opportunity is going to be mind-blowing, and you must not miss it. 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 What that means, that you could miss it, you know, but what that means, that you need to be very alerted at the end of the month. Okay, for those of you that are working for the companies, just be open-minded. Anything new that comes your way, you just grab it. Anything new that flies around you, just grab it, literally. Okay, so this is what I'm saying, because there's going to be financial opportunities. For those of you that are like self-employed businesses, you know, there's something huge going to happen here. And for those of you that don't have a job, if you're looking for work, just keep going, because by the end of the month, this is going to be huge, massive financial opportunities about to manifest. This is going to be huge. This is going to be powerful indeed, and it's going to lead towards your own success like you never had it before, and that in itself is just going to give you an overwhelming emotion. You will know this at the end. You will be aware of this, because it's just going to make you feel overwhelmed indeed. Okay, so now my babies, I'm going to yes, I'm going to gone. Oh dear. Now my babies, my beautiful Cancerians, I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to concentrate on those of you that are in relationship, Cancerians, and it's for March 2019. So it's for those of you in relationship, okay, Cancerians, and it's for March 2019. Okay, I'm just putting your energy in. Okay. Okay, it is all about tact, and balance. Tact and balance is very, very important to maintain this month, okay? It is going to be the month of changes, and it is going to be the month of a lot is going to be happening. It is going to be quite a lot about your partner, because there is going to be the beginning of a different stage, the different energy. Your partner is going to find themselves being really busy. Your partner is going to have a lot to do. That in itself is just going to take like a little bit of like a it's going to make your partner a little bit stressed, and it's going to make your partner like a little bit kind of like anxious, and it's just going to take like energetically quite a lot from your partner, and this is all about just keep on reminding your partner, just keep going. This is going to be quite interesting month and quite busy month, and it's a lot going to be happening, but financially it's going to be quite good. So there are going to be really nice financial rewards, which by the end of the month are going to have a really wonderful impact on both of you, and it is going to be worth it. But this month is going to be really, really busy, because it's going to be the beginning of something really new, and a lot is going to be happening. But as I said, the best thing would be just to make sure that your partner is like kind of like maybe if you get to your partner something like a black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is absolutely brilliant. Look at the black tourmaline. So before it was black obsidian, now it's black tourmaline. Black tourmaline comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and this the link is in the description below. And I highly recommend to actually get this black tourmaline for your partner, because it's going to be a little bit of stress and a little bit of anxiety going on, but this is only because this is the last important stage of your partner, that your partner is doing when it comes to their career, when it comes to what they do. Maybe you're retired, maybe your partner hasn't got a career, but it's a lot to do with the finances, that the financial situations are going to be improved after this moment, after this point, because this little bit of stress is going to come to this worrying. Okay, so by the time we get to the last part of March, the financial situation is going to improve. It's going to be really good. I'm not saying that it was meant to improve, but they're going to be really nice fruit of this labor that you're going to be able to pick. You know, all these things that you have been focusing on that took so much energy from you, now you're going to be able to enjoy this, because the financial rewards are going to be much better than what you think. But in order to actually kind of make it easiest for your partner, just make sure that they basically have like a black tourmaline or something that like that is actually going to help them to like kind of keep themselves calm and protect their energy. And when they're stressed, they're anxious, that their energy can be a little bit vulnerable, and at the same time this can actually ground them and help them and make them feel more calm. So this is it. You know, the end of March is going to be good, but just in March it's a lot is going to be happening. Okay, so now for those of you that are actually single, for those of you beautiful Cancerians that are actually single, I'm just going to shuffle these cards now, and it's for March 2019, Cancerians. Okay, so it's for March 2019. Okay, this is for you beautiful Cancerians, and this is for March 2019. It is going to be very interesting accomplishment that is just going to be taking a lot of energy of yours. This is going to be the certain accomplishment that you're going to be really happy with, that I already mentioned, and you're going to be focusing a lot on your home. You're going to be focusing a lot on your own spirituality. Okay, now this month is actually going to be all about your accomplishment, but this is very important just to keep going, because this is not going to be the month when you're going to meet like the love of your life, but this month is only short, but this month is going to be just as important. I don't even know how to explain this to you, but this month is just so important for those of you that are single and ready to mingle. For those of you that are single and ready to mingle, this is going to be an important month to you. Actually, don't focus on love, don't focus on finding someone at all. You just need to remember this month to completely forget about it if you can, because a lot is going to be happening, and when it comes to your own accomplishment, a lot is going to be happening indeed. And the trick here is, the golden key here is the spiritual key. Your spiritual key here is the fact to just keep going. Whatever comes up, you just do it. Whatever manifests you, that just do it, you know. And this is a lot about your accomplishments and things like that, because that in itself is just going to take you in a slightly different direction, and that slightly different different direction is going to be the key to meeting someone really, really special. You're not that far from meeting someone really, really special, somebody who's actually going to have probably the most significant impact on you in your entire life. Okay, all you need to do is just keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't focus on love, don't wait for love, don't wait for someone new. All you have to do is just keep going and just picking the fruit of this beautiful labor that you have done, that you have created. Okay, it's all about that now, and that is going to bring you an unusual situation that you are going to become a part of, and that unusual situation is just going to bring someone really, really special in your life indeed. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, I love you to bits. Okay, I'm sending you brightest blessings, love and light to all of you. Okay, my beautiful babies, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.